We're going to tell you about an incident that happened tonight here at this at the truck stop here, involving one of our corrections officers, who's an active duty corrections officer, who lost his life to gunfire, or who was murdered tonight. So I'm going to let Chief Parker give you the details of the investigation thus far, and we'll answer your questions after that. Chief.
Thanks. So good morning. This morning at approximately 1:20 this morning here at the Love's truck stop, there was a dispute going on between, from our initial investigation, it looks like there was a black male and a white female that pulled into the gas pumps. They were having a domestic dispute, kind of arguing. He gets out of the car, walks around during the argument, places a handgun on the hood of the car, gets her out of the driver's seat. Looks like he throws her down, throws her up against the car, throws her down, continues his battery. Through the commotion, one of our off-duty corrections officers that had just finished his shift was around the side of the building, heard it. Looks like he looked around and voiced something, as best we could tell, making sure the victim was all right. And the black male suspect walks over toward him saying, "Hey, it's family business, stay out of it." He goes back to the female, continues to argue. He gets the gun and points it in the direction of where our off-duty officer was. Did not fire the gun at that time. She comes out and grabs onto him, kind of pulls him back toward the vehicle. They get back to the vehicle. They end up leaving. She's driving the vehicle. The male, according to witnesses that we've talked to here at the scene, hangs out the window and shoots multiple times, striking our off-duty officer. He was transported to a local hospital. He did not survive the injuries, so he has passed away. I'll give you his information. He is our correction officer, Brad McNew. Last name is McNew, ID 7697. He's been with JSO approximately 24 years. The vehicle information that we're going to put out, we want you guys to have. So any help on this would be great. The vehicle, we have had some reports of it going northbound on US 17, so we're trying to track all that down. It is a black Mustang, a 2000 black Mustang. It's a North Carolina tag, and it's RHL 4285. And again, it was last seen northbound on US 17 through Nassau County. So any tips or any information involving that vehicle, please reach out to us and let us know. It's still active investigation. They're still working through what they got, talking to people, trying to find more video and things of that nature. So that's what we have at this point.
Can you read those license plate numbers again?
Sure. It is North Carolina tag RHL 4285 on a black 2000 Ford Mustang.
And if you could, sorry, just tough taking notes when you guys were speaking. Right after he pulled her out of the car, threw her down, the JSO officer checked on them. Can you go over again from that point what transpired?
So part of it, the officer is off the sides. He can't really see what he's doing. He's around the side of the business. From what we've heard from witnesses, it sounds like he voiced out, "Hey, are you okay?" That's where the male stepped out and said, "Hey, it's family business, stay out of it," kind of thing. They continue their little argument. He pulls away, pulls the handgun and points it in the direction of the officer. She grabs them. They go back to the car and they leave shortly after. She drives as he's hanging out the passenger window, and as they drive by the off-duty officer, he shoots and kills him.
And do you all have other agencies like Nassau County Sheriff's Office? Are they helping in this search for that Mustang?
So we're coordinating with, basically we're doing a nationwide bolo for the vehicle, so we're coordinating with all agencies we can at this point.
And during the entire incident, the female looks like she was trying to hold him back. He pushed her against the car. He put his hand around. Looks like he put his hand around her neck. That's when our CO, who is the epitome of a public servant to me, he could have ignored it, and he didn't. He made the statement asking if she's okay. Then, of course, the male suspect pointed the firearm at him, and we did provide you all with a photograph that we would ask you to please show as often, as much as you can, because we do want to try to find this individual as quickly as possible.
So it does seem at this point, with her trying to hold him back, driving away, she didn't seem culpable, the female in this incident? Or?
It's hard to tell, but at that point, It looks like from what we could see that she's trying to stop him from doing whatever he's deciding what he wants to do, and of course when she drove off, then that's when he took the action that he took, killing our corrections officer.
And then more information on the corrections officer. Does he have a family? Has his family been notified already?
Family has been notified. Next of kin has been notified. We would have held that name back had that not been the case. But we want to get as much out as we can, as quickly as possible. We want to catch this individual. We want to make sure that the driver of the vehicle is safe. All that's very important.
And obviously, anytime an officer dies in the force, it's very tough. Just speak a little bit, obviously, to some of the laws you guys have.
Yeah. So this is 2 and 2 nights. One was a natural situation, and this one, of course, was senseless violence against a man that was just, trying to do his duty and make sure that the individual that was being assaulted was safe. And unfortunately, this is what happened in this situation. Not happy with it at all. Very, very disturbing the last couple of nights. But listen, we're a professional organization. Now we're working. We're turning our attention on the family of the victim officer and catching the people that are responsible for this.
And what was the time frame, kind of all happening? I know you said 120 is when it kind of started to transpire. Over what course of time did it go from the start of the corrections officer to all this happening?
It was very quick. It was probably 5 minutes. That's just a rough estimate. Probably about 5 minutes.
And I know you said the vehicle was seen traveling northbound. Around what time was it last spotted? And northbound on what highway? So maybe people have a vague sense of what it was.
About 2 a.m., somewhere around 2 a.m., northbound on Main Street, headed toward Nassau County, is the information that we were given.
The CEO, I know you said he was off duty. Was he wearing his uniform? Would the suspect have known that he was interacting with a correctional officer?
No, he was not wearing a uniform. Looks like he was wearing a white T-shirt. But in any case, you don't kill a person because they're trying to check on the welfare of an individual that you're assaulting. And but he was not wearing his uniform.
And then, can you kind of describe the CO officer, like his career and like any accomplishments he had during that time?
I don't have that information with me right now. From everything that I've learned, JSO it's a large organization, so you don't get to know everybody personally. But everything I've learned, he had a stellar career, a good CO. Been here for a very long time, veteran, dedicated, and it's a big loss for us.
Are you guys already in contact possibly with Nassau County and even possibly Georgia Police Departments, or if he's headed in that direction?
So this is going to be nationwide. We're contacting everybody that we can to get as much information out as we can, which is what took us a little bit of time to get here, because we want to make sure that what we give you is accurate. We don't want to give you any bad information. So we want to make sure we get that out. And once we got that good, verifiable information, then we send that out nationwide. Any other questions?
One more thing. What would be the message? I know you guys probably already spoke with the family. Like, what would be the message to his loved ones who probably are going to find out later this morning?
That our hearts are broken for you, for him. It's a huge loss for our agency. Anytime we lose an employee, it's a huge loss, whether it be the one last night from a natural situation or him tonight from senseless violence. Our hearts are with him, and now we dedicate the rest of our time until we catch these individuals that are responsible for taking his life.
When it comes to those individuals, is there anything else that you as the community need to look out for or anything like that? Was it a sporadic situation kind of?
Can you? I can't hear you. I can't hear you very well.
In terms of the community, what can they look out for with these individuals? Was it a sporadic incident, or kind of talk about that as well?
He was assaulting her, so he's a violent guy. I would say remain vigilant. If you see him, we would consider him armed and dangerous, because we know he's killed one of our employees. They're driving a dark-colored Mustang. We believe it's a Mustang. It looks like a light-skinned black male, and maybe a light-skinned black female, or maybe white, Hispanic. It's very difficult to tell. But those are some things you should look out for. But don't approach him. I mean, you see the CO, the JSO employee approached him, or at least said something to him, and this is a result. So don't approach him. Pick up the phone, dial 911 if you see him, and let us know where you see him, as much detail as possible, and then we'll take care of business from there.
Any luck so far in running those tags into, finding a possible suspect identity, or was the car stolen? Anything that's kind of pointing you guys in the right direction?
We're going in the right direction. We're definitely going in the right direction. We have some good information to work with. All right, thank y'all very much.